Mr. Campbell, please come in and take a seat.
Thank you.
I noticed you got here a little early, so I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
That's okay.
Anyway, I'm going to ask you a few questions now, and I want you to answer as honestly as you can. So, what would you say your proudest moment has been?
I would say making my very first million. You know, when I first started this small website on a laptop, I had no idea that in a few short years I'd be standing here celebrating making my first million. Many people said that I wouldn't do it. I'm too old, but we proved them wrong. Thank you.
And Connecticut, here's another 10 in a row. Variety.
Mix means variety.
Only on the all-new. The best songs of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and of rock and roll. All of today's hit music. Today's best variety. The best variety of R&B hits and oldies. Today's best variety all day. 50 minutes of rock is rolling again. Today.
The best variety of classic soul and today's R&B.
Was indescribable.
Would you consider yourself a strong leader?
Yes. I would say I have many qualities of a strong leader, having... Please remind me why I employ people like you. I asked you for a report 2 hours ago, and what? I find myself reportless. Do you know what that means? That one of us is going to have to spend all day Sunday going over this quarterly review. And that is not going to be me.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I'll have these reports ready for you as soon as possible. I just need a little bit more
You
time.
would not need time if you didn't slack off every time I turn my back, would you? Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking of putting my picture on every wall in every office so you guys know who you work for, so that I'm everywhere. And yes, you will feel my wrath. And these lessons that I try to impart to my employees whenever I can.
Who have been your biggest influences? Who inspired you?
I would say my biggest influences are my parents.
Campbell, take a seat. I'm glad you could come. I've been looking forward to this.
Yes, Mr. Richards, I must admit I was surprised that a man of your calibre wanted to make a meeting with me. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless.
Nonsense, Campbell. Despite your age, I think you're a real up-and-comer. And if you don't see that, I'd like to meet the man who made your business, as I'm clearly talking to the wrong person.
Oh, no. The business was set up by my own hand.
Good, because if I had to come all this way to subject my bounce to this rat piss to talk to the wrong person, then we'd be having a very different conversation. Right, let me get straight to the point. I think you've got great potential. Potential I'm willing to help you realise in a million ways. All you have to do is change your business practices a little bit.
How do you mean? I mean, I thought you came to see me here because I was doing so.
And you're happy with just doing well? Stick with me, old man, and I'll show you beyond the mediocrity of well.
Hello, mate. How'd you get my number?
Well, certainly didn't find it on your website.
It's funny you should mention that. I finally got it working.
Seriously? Well done, mate. Nice job. It's taken you long enough. You finally got that coding I sent you to work then?
Yeah, eventually. You don't like to make things easy for me, do you?
How much easier do you want it? Stop your whining, you ungrateful bastard, and get your ass to the pub, and I may even let you buy me a beer.
Yeah, go on then, but you're not getting a beer with me.
Champagne it is then.
Yeah, right. I'll see you in 10.
Yes, without a doubt, I would say my parents are my biggest influence.
What would you say was your worst moment?
Worst moment? Like setback or my hardest times?
What would you say was your worst moment?
Well, I'd say the hardest time of my life was building up my business up from scratch.
Thanks. Yeah, take it easy. See you soon. Cheers. Hello?
Campbell, you backstabbing bastard. When I get my hands on you, you'll regret ever meeting me.
Well, judging from your tone, I'm getting the feeling you're regretting meeting me.
Don't get smart with me, you old fossil. How dare you go behind my back and take the Hong Kong deal?
I did no such thing. I merely made a suggestion. They liked what they heard, and then they realised that you weren't of the high enough, what's the word? Yes, calibre to deal with them.
How dare you? I made you what you are, and you think you can get away with a stunt like this? You think you have what it takes to be me? I taught you everything you know.
You did teach me everything, but I've learnt plenty for myself. And now I've surpassed you. I'm over you, over your level, and pretty soon I'll be over your pay grade. So the next time you decide to contact me unannounced, you may find yourself stuck with a secretary. I've become more than you ever hoped to be.
It was a horrible period, but I worked through it, and here I am, the man that you see today.
So what would you say your biggest weakness is?
Well, I would say my biggest weakness is that I'm a workaholic.
No, I understand that. John, come on. You can't do this. Yes, I know. But if I could just finish what I'm saying, you'll get that. Look, no, you're not hearing me out. You cannot do that. No. Please remind me why I employed.
Oh, man. What do I do? What do I do, man? So wish you were here. Somehow I seem to know what to do. It's just you knew how to guide me, man. You, God, you. Craig, you just knew what to say. Really, really wish you were here, mate. God, I'm scared. I'm so scared, mate. I don't know what to do. Look, I don't know why I'm crying, mate. You'd be laughing your bloody head off if you were here. You'd be probably taking the mickey at me now. Look, I know it's difficult, but I've got a meeting with Richards next week. I know you probably wouldn't like it. But I don't know what else to do, mate. I don't know what else to do. I gotta go, man. Look, I know you'd be taking the mickey if you were here. I'll be back, yeah. I'll be back. And I'm willing to put in the time and the effort to get out what I've set out to get.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Well, ideally, continuing my success. Of course, eventually, I would love to retire and see the world.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. You may return to the waiting room.
Thank you.
Hold on. You seem to be in two minds about that last question. So I was wondering, if you could change anything in your life, what would it be?
Everything.